And we're recording. Welcome everybody to the DQ&Q Lifestyle Podcast with me, Marcus. And I'm going to start today off. What should I start? Got me a little notepad. So there's a podcast called Faxxx Only. That's FAXX Only. And this episode was something like, well, one of the questions asked would you make a song with Elton John for £1 million? With the stipulation you have to mention like some gay stuff or LGBTQ stuff. Them guys are saying like no, just like a flat no, like due to beliefs and allegedly having principles, like whatever that means, like you show that you have no principles doing this thing. Like, I don't share that one bit. I'm doing it. I'm a millionaire. Me and John. I'm flirting with John. Elton even. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, hit me up. Hit me up again. We're taking photos. I don't get it. Like, it's not just about the money. It's like I ain't got no against Elton John. He can do what he wants all day long. But then one of them said something like, you'll be one of them that ends up in Saudi. I'm in Saudi too. I'm in Saudi too. Ahmed wants to see me toes. I'm telling him it's about $1 million. He's like $1 million. I can see he's thinking, what? That's a no. I'm like, per tour. You know, the ones there. It's like, is that it? 10 million? It's like, per 5 seconds. I'm coming back from Saudi racking. You know, the ones there. Family set for hundreds of generations. Off Elton, off the Saudis. I'm sending weekly feet pics or whatever, muscle shots, fat shots these days. You know what I mean? Like, not about muscle, but yeah. I don't give a shit about none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, like, I do understand, you know what I mean? Everyone, each to their own and that, but, like, fucking hell, you're joking, me? £1 million? I'm there, man. They'd be like, Marcus, what else? I said, I said, Ahmed, let me think. Let me think there, mate. How much we're talking? You know what I mean? You don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. That's that. So, Faxxx Only Podcast. One more thing I want to talk about is the new, like, Congress subcommittee meeting or whatever happened in America about the UFOs, or what they were calling UAPs, that unidentified, is it aerial phenomena? And these 3 people that are on the panel, or whatever it's called, were talking about, like, there was like a black cube inside a sphere, and that's doing all kinds of aerial maneuvers that's just not possible. Do you know what I mean? A tic-tac shaped craft that was like hovering above, I believe it was above like a body of water, and it was saying it was like in Hurricane 3, like powerful winds, but it weren't moving at all. And then they started shooting around and this and that. But the maddest thing is about, like, these aircrafts doing these, like, mad moves. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, what are these? If there's aliens in there, what are they doing? Like, what makes them think that that's normal? Just unless if it is inside there, like the gravity is different as well. So they're just doing all this, that, and the other. But the way they've got it inside, like, they're not moving like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, somewhat of an equivalent, like, air pressure on an aeroplane, it's not the same as the air pressure outside, because we couldn't survive. We'd be blacking out or something with, like, some of the heights that they get. We'd have to, well, that's why they have air pressure, so it feels like we are close to the ground. Anyway, they're saying that they may know people that are being killed due to whistleblowing, but they wouldn't mention it. They said they can't speak in this, like, arena. Money's being put into projects, but being used for other stuff. So when you're, like, looking, because it's all, like, transparency, you know what I mean? So when you're looking at documents, you're seeing that money went there, money went to this defense and to that, like, project and this and that. But one of the projects, or some of the projects, don't exist. It's actually going to this UFO thing. And the witness says he can answer in further detail in closed sessions, not in these open sessions. And one of the guys that's, like, asking him questions, he says he is an auditor, and the Pentagon gets audited every year, and they fail every year. 60% of their assets are unaccounted for, and they can't find £1 billion or $1 billion, sorry, every year. Like that stuff, if you own a business and you can't account for, you're saying that's prison. So that's that. Aliens, allegedly. In the select committee meeting in the House of their Commons, whatever the American, you know what I mean, the equivalent's called. And I think that's just mad. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what it changes. So, leading on to something else. Like I said before, I was heavily into the old conspiracies, and they entertain me greatly. Greatly. Anytime I found like a new one, I'd believe it. That music, like the playing to music, it's like proper enrapturing. The person that's talking is like building a vivid picture in my mind anyway. And I just used to just get into it. As I got further and further down the line, there'd be some that I'd like distribute, like, you know, I'd think that, because I'm past that now. So that's like, I'd see that as kind of baby stuff because that's what I started on and kind of moved past it or whatever. But then like I was thinking to myself, what if in the centre of the world, there was this opening that like that Admiral Byrd or whatever it was called discovered, and inside there was like another Earth and whatever, and there was dinosaurs and this and that. Like, what if we found out, like literally in the next hour, that it's true? Like, what does that mean? So it's always been there. Let's just say it's true. We're going theoretical here. It's true, there's dinosaurs in there, there's fuck knows what else in there. I can't remember what stuff they were saying, like there's UFOs in there, there's all kinds of stuff in there that aren't up here. And it's true, there is an opening there, in the middle of the Antarctic or in the middle of the Arctic or wherever it is, North Pole, South Pole, wherever. There's a big opening, yeah? Then what? Now what does it change? Because they say they keep it from us because of rioting and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But just say everyone down tools. Like, for one, not everybody would. A large portion may do. But not everybody would. The few billionaires or hundreds of millionaires or tens of millionaires, the mostly all know each other. They'll probably just like band together inside some like gated community. Take all the army, whoever stayed for the army, because they're just paying it. They just pay themselves out of massive amounts that they've got. They don't care that like you aren't going to press your keys on your computer in your office. They don't care that you aren't driving your truck full of gear that goes to, you know, the supermarkets. They don't care that you're not going to clean. Like, they don't care. Because they'll have this stuff. They've got the cash. They'll be like, you can have this or you can't. Like, what are you going to do with nothing? Because then your water's going to stop, your flipping electricity is going to stop, your gas is going to stop. Because we're the ones that does it for one. But the people that maybe we're trying to spy, they all know the cash. We've already like, because of consumerism and, what's it called now? I always fucking talk about it. Anyway, capitalism, we've already fed them up. They're all fat. You know what I mean? They've got bare cash. They don't even need cash. Cash ain't real. You know what I mean? It's just a daft thing that we pass about that we just say is in exchange for goods or services. And yeah, so me now, let's just say me now, I found out I can't believe that they've lied to me about fucking this hole in the earth, that there's fucking shit inside there. I'm here, sat in my yard in fucking Sheffield, and now what? Can only drive my car so far because remember we stopped with down tools. Planes aren't coming over, this and that ain't coming over. Not everyone, because they'll just take all the resources for themselves. They might have already set up a place where they can move to, because there's not that many of them. There's probably 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. That's nothing to live inside one community. And like I said, they'll have the cash, and the people that aren't bothered about all this shit, that'll still rather work because they'll see that they want their house powered. Do you know what I mean? So they'll vote there, whether it's a secret, like a militia or some kind of army to protect them so that we can't go over there because they'll just have all the firepower. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's that. Anyway, what else? So yeah, I jump in my car and it's got 270 miles in it. I'm only getting to like, I don't know, the tip of Scotland. Bearing in mind, run a countdown for food going. Because no more's coming in. So what's left is left. What's perishable is going to perish. Like all the fresh stuff, nothing else is getting thingy. Because we're all in a riot kind of thing. We've gone mad. Probably raping, pillaging, fires, it's just going mad. But I want to get to this hole. How am I going to get from, like, Scotland to wherever it needs to even be? Do you know what I mean? Internet's off, by the way. They've cut that off. No internet. We don't know how to function without the internet no more. No one can read a map. We have to be told to go left on your next. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can't read maps. People, not everybody. But that's like a dying thing, map reading. How am I going to get all the way across? It's probably like in the middle of this icy place as well. I was from the coast. I ain't getting there. I ain't got the clothes for it. What do you say I do when I get in? Then what? Like, I don't understand what happens then. Because after so long, if no one ever picks up the tools again, except the rich that are living like Elysium up in the flipping space, but they're not living in space, they're living on Earth still. So we've got like this elite there, and then we're there, these savages, doing the best we can. We're almost hunter-gatherers, but we're hunter-gathering shops, going up and down like Waking Dead or something. I don't get it. I don't know what it's going to achieve. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Enlighten me, please, somebody. What finding out that's there is going to achieve. And I don't understand, if it is there, why they want to hide it from us. Like, what is the big deal? I don't understand. Because the construct is capitalism, and everyone's comfortable. As much as people complain about capitalism, everyone's comfy with it. Capitalism. You know what I mean? Capitalism. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all complaining about it, but if you had to walk to your nearest flipping river to wash your clothes, you'd be pissed. Do you know what I mean? If you had to go flipping hunting for your food, do you know what I mean? I don't know where we're getting all this food from, because you're not... Got to eat every bit of it as well. That one cow is going to last you for time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's no excess. Like... But yeah, people, I don't know. That's it for this one anyway, people. I'm just going on a thoughts one. Some of these pods are going to be strictly thoughts, other than Faxxx Only. Tune into them. I'll link the video in the description. I might try and find the Admiral T-Bird one, if it is T-Bird. You know what I mean? In that Danny Zuko him out of Greece. Was it Danny Jan Chipotle that found? Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'll try and link something in there so you know what I'm talking about if you don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, anyway, Marcus, DKQ Lifestyle Podcast.